My boys, my Chicago Bulls just did that again. Let's go, man. Let's go. That's how you beat a team. That's how you beat a team, man. How's it going, guys? MWT here again with another video because guess what? We do need to go over these games. I'm so behind again, man. But I need you guys to go and subscribe down to the channel. Subscribe to this channel. And like the video. If you could, please do that. Because it lets me know if you guys are seeing these videos. If you guys are watching these videos. If you guys like these videos. So, it would be really appreciated. So, we got to get into some NBA recaps. Day 30. Day 30. We are a full month in. Now, let's go over their first game. Philadelphia taking on the New York Knicks. Ben Simmons hits his first career NBA three-pointer. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for my boy. I'm so happy for my boy Ben Simmons. He finally did it. Finally did it. All right, taking a look at the stats right here. New York Knicks, their main scorer was Marcus Morris Sr. with 22 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals. For Philadelphia, can't speak. Joel Embiid led the way with 23 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 block. And Ben Simmons hits his one and only three-pointer. So, if Ben Simmons doesn't shoot another three for the rest of the season, he'll be 1 for 1. You know he's probably going to take another three-pointer at some point. Now, I have to go over this because it is completely mind-boggling. The 76ers played the New York Knicks, right? The Philadelphia 76ers were up by 7 points during the second quarter. That was their largest lead. They let the Knicks go up by 17 points in the third quarter. And the Knicks blew that as fast as you could say third quarter because the 76ers came back and went up by 7 towards the end of the game, won the game by 5 points. Hi, New York Knicks fans. Y'all suck. Now, we got to go on to the next one. Washington taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Washington won this game 138 to 132. It's not looking good for the Spurs. Not looking good. I honestly do want the Spurs to make the playoffs, but they got to pull it together. San Antonio's main scorer was DeMar DeRozan, who had 31 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 block. Washington, of course, Bradley Beal again with 33 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Matchup-wise, taking a look at this, the Spurs were up by 11 points during the second quarter, and they blew that and let the Wizards go up by 12 points 3 different times during the fourth quarter, and that was it. That's all she wrote. So, I don't know what to tell you. You guys got to work. If you guys want to make the playoffs, then you got to work for it because teams, let me tell you, teams like the Suns, Timberwolves, Dallas, for crying out loud, they're not going to let you get in so easily. Portland also is another team that I have my eye on just because I did want them to make the playoffs. Basically, Portland is 13th and San Antonio is 14th. I want San Antonio to be a 7th seed, which means they have to really start working hard. And Portland was supposed to be a 3rd seed. Yeah, they got a ways to go. They've got a long ways to go. So, we'll see. Next, Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Atlanta Hawks. That's really interesting. Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Now, the Bucks win this game 135 to 127. There was a late push by the Hawks thanks to a fourth quarter that was very interesting. 44 to 39 in the last fourth quarter. That wasn't enough for the Hawks. Giannis, of course, man, leading the way. 33 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 block. 70.6% shooting. But he was 1 for 6 from the three-point line. I like that he's taking those shots. I love that he's taking those shots. He's taking those three-point shots, and that's very important to the future. For the Atlanta Hawks, though, main scorer was DeAndre Hunter. 27 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists. And he was 3 for 3 from the three-point line. So, taking a look matchup-wise, the Hawks were only up by 6 points. They were only up by 6 points, and that was going into the second half, kinda. Like, towards the end of the second quarter. But then the Bucks just completely obliterated them and went up by 19 points in the fourth quarter. It tells you how dangerous the Bucks are. You know, we all talk about how the Bulls aren't a second half team or a third quarter team. If they can have that Bucks mentality and get that third quarter rolling for themselves, oh, they'll be dangerous. And I'm talking about my Bulls, obviously. Because, yeah, we'll get to that later. Now, the Brooklyn Nets took on the Charlotte Hornets, and the Brooklyn Nets won this game 101-91, and Kyrie dancing. So, box score right here. Charlotte, their main scorer was Terry Rozier with that new contract. 18 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. And for Brooklyn, Jared Allen, the center, led the way, 75% from the field. 22 points, 17 rebounds, and 2 steals. So a great game overall. The Hornets were up by 3 points. That was the first shot of the game. And then the Nets went up by 12 points towards the end of the fourth quarter. So, jeez, man. Charlotte. I mean, here's the thing. I'm going to be making my predictions based on the first 30 days of who I think should be in the All-Star game and all that stuff, all those accolades. Based on now. And it'll practically be like every month I'll do a prediction based on if it changes. So, like top 3 for each one. Or so as I see fit. Now, next game, Miami Heat took on the Cavaliers. The Heat won 124-100. Cleveland's main scorer was Kevin Love, 25 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists. And for Miami, Duncan Robinson actually led the way with 29 points, 2 rebounds. So, that's interesting to see right there. The Cavs only led by 2 points. That was 2 different times in the first quarter. After that, they never led. They let the Heat go up by 30 points during the third quarter. And the Heat won the game by 24, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, Cavaliers. Where are you? Where are you in the standings? Oh, now you dropped to 4-11. Oh wow. My Bulls are 5-11. Wow, that's interesting. But let's move on to the next game we got here. Toronto taking on the Orlando Magic in a first round rematch. Now remember, in Toronto in the first game last time we saw Orlando take on the Raptors, they won the first game but then lost the series. The Raptors completely obliterated them. 113-97, the final score. Main scorer for the Orlando Magic, Evan Fournier, again, with 21 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. And for Toronto, Fred VanVleet, 24 points, 1 rebound, 7 assists, and 2 steals. Very interesting game. Matchup-wise, the Magic were only up by 8 points during the first quarter. That was their largest lead. It got bad to where the Raptors were up by 20 points in the fourth quarter. Interesting, man. So, I mean, what else is there to say? Now, let's go on to this next game we have right here. Dallas taking on the Golden State Warriors. Should I make this like short for you Warriors fans? I'm not going to. The Mavericks completely obliterated the Golden State Warriors. They destroyed them. They annihilated them. 142-94. 142-94. I'll go over what happened in the matchup, but Golden State only had 8 players playing. Eric Pascal led the way with 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 steal. Dallas's main scorer, Luka Doncic again. 35 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists, and 4 steals. Matchup-wise, the Warriors never led. Let me go over the quarters. 44-16 in favor of Dallas was the first quarter. We already knew at that point that was going to be over. Second quarter, 30-22. Third quarter, 30-26. Fourth quarter, 38-30. It got bad to a point where the Dallas Mavericks were up by 50 points at the end of the fourth. The Warriors are embarrassing now. And this is a team that I thought would make the playoffs again. If it weren't for Steph Curry getting injured, If it weren't for Draymond Green getting injured, if Klay Thompson was still healthy, this team could actually still make a run for the playoffs. Not going to happen. They're going to be tanking. And that really makes me mad a little bit. Because you're going to keep Steph Curry. You're going to keep Steph Curry, and you're going to keep Klay Thompson. What does that mean for the rest of the league? You still keep Draymond Green. You still keep most of the players. D'Angelo Russell's going to most likely stay. And you're going to get a top 3 pick. It's over. It's over. They are 3-14 right now. They are the worst team in the league. They get the first overall pick, it's over. I'm telling you that right now. They get the first overall pick, it's over. As all those players come back healthy, it's over. They're going to make a deep playoff run again. And I'm predicting that. I am going to make a prediction right now that not this year, the year after that, the Warriors will get a top 3 pick in the NBA draft, and they're going to make a deep playoff run. It's going to be... We're going to be done. No. All right, well, the next game we got to go over right now. The Chicago Bulls taking on the Detroit Pistons. My Bulls win this game 109-89 over them Detroit Pistons. And what was supposed to be Derrick Rose's return to the United Center in a Pistons uniform, it didn't go so well. He led the way off the bench with 18 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. For Chicago, main scorer Lowry Markkanen paying dividends, man. 24 points, 6 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Now, matchup-wise, the Pistons were only ever up by 4 points. And that was during 2 times. End of the first, beginning of the second. After that, they never led. They let the Bulls go up by 22 points. I'll let the Bulls go up by 22 points in the fourth quarter. My Bulls doing good things. All right, I'm happy about my Bulls and what they did against the Pistons. Now, next game, Minnesota taking on Utah. The Utah Jazz win this one 103-95. 103-95. Dang. I mean, dang. Now, Utah's main scorer, Bojan Bogdanovic, 30 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. For Minnesota, it was Andrew Wiggins, 22 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Now, matchup-wise, taking a look at this, the Utah Jazz were only up by 11 points 2 different times. That was during the first quarter and end of the third. But they blew both of those and let the Timberwolves come back. And every single time the Timberwolves came back from that, they went up by 6 points, and those were their largest leads. But guess what? Utah found a way to come back and win the game. 19 lead changes. This is an interesting game. 19 lead changes. Yeah, and what was lopsided. Now, we got to go over Denver taking on the Houston Rockets because Denver won this game 105-95. James Harden's okay. He's a great, fantastic player. But dude's got to just chill. All right, complains about every little thing. He led the way, of course. 27 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, 8 turnovers. For Denver, their main scorer was Nikola Jokic, the Joker. Nikola Jokic, 27 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. But he also had 7 turnovers. So, matchup-wise, the Rockets were only ever up by 6 points, and that was during the first quarter. But they let the Nuggets go up by 18 points toward the end of the game. That's sad. That is sad. Now, let's go over, I think, our last game we have to look at. The Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics. This went to overtime. And you know what? The Clippers still won. 107-104, the final score. Taking a look at our stats right here. Boston, Kemba Walker was completely shut down for the entire game, man. He got shut down by those Clippers. Now, Jason Tatum actually led the way. 30 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Now, he was 12 for 24, 5 for 10 from 3, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. All 50%. 50%, man. That means what? Can he make 60 points if he's at 100%? Now, for the Clippers, off the bench, Lou Williams making more of a, reason why he should be 6th man again. 27 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, but 7 turnovers. Matchup-wise, the Celtics were up by 10 points in the fourth quarter, halfway, but they blew that really fast. The Clippers were up by 7 points in the first quarter, actually. Keep that in mind. Now, the game was tied thanks to the Celtics, who hit a good 3-point shot to tie it up. And then, the Clippers won the game by 3 points. So that's about it. And that is going to do it for Wednesday, November 20th. Because Thursday, 21st, man, there's only 2 games. So I'm going to definitely just, go over the details from that game. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like the video down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And yeah, let me know how this quality is looking, because I like it. I like the quality of these videos. Now, see you guys in the next video. Peace.